your normal self.
Who is she?
Just kidding. Your normal self. All right. Hi, you guys. I'm Casi, Carey, your relocation specialist in Vienna, Virginia local. And today I have my girlfriend, Laura, here. And I'm going to ask her all about Great Falls. So, first of all, before I get started, Laura, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Laura Metzler. I run Laura Metzler Photography. We are a full-service production house specializing in interiors, branding, and products.
So Laura actually did the Carey Collective team photos, which is how actually that wasn't how we started. We randomly Instagrammed each other.
Oh, I sent you a message and I was like, she is doing everything like right, and I'm obsessed with her and I just want to be friends. And I was like, will you please get coffee with me?
So we got coffee. We became best friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked her to do our team photos. So since then we've started, which was December. We got our team photos in December. It's now August 2026 and we've just gotten to know each other. And Laura made a big move to Great Falls from Reston, and so I thought it would be really wonderful to have her on here to give a mom's perspective of what life was like in Reston, what life is like in Great Falls, and why you chose to move, and are you happy?
Yeah.
And I'll ask you just like random stuff.
Okay.
So tell me what life was like in Reston. What did you like about Reston, not like about Reston, and with kids too?
Yeah. Okay. So my husband and I bought in Reston when I was like 26 years old. We lived there for 9 years. We renovated our house. We lived in, I can tell you because I moved. We lived in in Beacon Hill, right by South Lakes, like shopping center. I was obsessed with it. I loved it. We had our first kid there. We did a whole bunch of renovations.
The house was gorgeous. I toured it actually for a client, but this was before we met. So I took a lot of content of the interior because I was like, this place is gorgeous. It didn't work for my client because they wanted a single family, but a little bit more space.
So we ended up, we redid like the kitchen and we did all the floors and it was fun. It was just a project, but when we got pregnant with our second, actually in 2020, honestly, we started looking for like more options. My husband and I really wanted to build a house, and so we started looking between like Great Falls and McLean, and what we really wanted to do after like searching for a while was find a place like within a mile radius of a shopping center, because when we lived in Reston we could walk to Red's Table, we could walk to Safeway, we could walk to Starbucks, we could walk to the lakes, like we were not lakefront.
Did you use it a lot?
Yeah, so our neighborhood was like lake community, but it wasn't like front. But we would walk around, and we really started doing it in 2020 after we lived there for, I don't know, like 5 years. We like hadn't even used it because we were just like so busy and we like didn't have kids and whatever. 2020 happened and we just like started going outside and like walking. We were like, this is amazing. Like that Lake Audubon kept me sane through 2020 because I walked every day and like was out in nature, and it was so nice to look at water. And then once we had kids, like we brought our kids there every day. Like I say my kid, like Rye grew up on that lake. Like, and it's sad. So we moved away, and like, it was really hard to move away from being able to walk to Red's Table. We literally walked to Red's Table every single Friday. Like we became family there. Like the servers there, one of the servers bought Rye a Christmas present. Like
so cute.
Literally we went there all the time, and like they watched our kids grow up, and so that part was really hard, and it was really hard to like stomach leaving Reston because of that. But we just wanted more space. Like and Reston didn't have like the yardage that we wanted. Acreage is the right word, but like literal yard. Like yardage. It didn't have yards. I'm sure there were some areas, but it was just like not close enough to stuff. So we started looking at McLean and Great Falls, and we ended up.
Wait a minute, before you tell me what drew you to McLean, or like why were you thinking McLean and why were you thinking Great Falls? Like that's two obviously very different places. What made you think, okay, we're gonna land on one of these two? Yeah,
we definitely wanted to be like around, like we wanted to be in Langley.
Okay. So it was school district.
Yeah, it was school district. It was definitely school motivated. I think, South Lakes would have been great, and like there's great schools over there, but like long term we were just thinking about where we wanted to be with more space. And so McLean had some areas with more space, and we had some friends who had just bought a lot in McLean, like close to Vincent Hall area. And they really loved it. But it just like, we weren't finding lots that were like working right. Because we were looking to build, and so we were thinking about being in our house in Reston longer and building something, and we just couldn't find the right lot. My husband and I have champagne taste, and we're really picky.
I love it.
That's fine. You picked up all of that
because you weren't in a rush.
Yeah, we weren't in a rush, which is great. And like we had already gone through, we like ran out of projects in our old house, and like we just wanted a new interesting project and like something that like fit us. And we had one project or one house that we really liked that we could have built on, but it turned out it was on like an RPA or something, which is basically like we couldn't build on it, to sum it up. And it was really devastating, and that happened in like September 2024, and I was like 7 months pregnant. And the following month we found the house that we ended up buying, and we like on a wild whim, because it was way more than we had been looking at, because we were looking at houses to tear down and build. So we like happened to see this house, and we were like, really pretty, but like it's way more than we were expecting to spend, and like, can we do this? And after like sitting down with, so our agent was a builder, and that's why we were working with him, because he was gonna build a house for us. And I didn't know you yet.
Yeah, we weren't friends yet.
I obviously would have.
Like, we know that would not have gone down. Anyways.
So, love him, but yes. So, he was like, I couldn't build you this house. Like, it was built in 2011. The quality of it is so amazing and so incredible. And so
the character is so amazing and incredible.
And like, we couldn't miss it. We couldn't pass it up. Like, we had to have it. And so we like figured it all out. And like, we basically realized that if we were going to build a house, we would have spent even more money. Exactly. And so it made sense to just like go for this and like stress out for a bit and then make it work.
Well, every home purchase is a stress out anyway.
Yeah.
So you've been there 2 years.
Yes. We ended up moving in February 2000. So we closed in December. This is crazy. We found the house in October. I was 8 months pregnant. I gave birth in November. We closed 3 weeks later. We did 6 weeks of renovation. We redid the floors, we painted every wall, and we ended up accidentally redoing the kitchen a little bit. And it's stunning. I love it. But it sort of spiraled out of control. Yeah. And we did all of that with my newborn baby strapped to my body. I like literally was just like breastfeeding without furniture, like just walking through the house breastfeeding because that's what I had to do. And I kept like, and I was on maternity leave, and honestly, if I had to do all that while I was working, it would have been so stressful. I would have needed way more support than I had.
That makes sense though. And every renovation does that, right? Once you open up one can of worms, it's just like, keep going.
Yes, yeah.
So have you been happy in Great Falls?
Yes. Okay. So that's where I was going to get to. So living in Reston, when we moved in, everyone in our neighborhood was like 70. And we kept just like waiting for it to turn over and be like, more kids are going to move in, more kids are going to move in. And I'm sure that they are going to at some point, but I think that we moved in so early that it just like wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And just specifically in our neighborhood, I think. Like other parts of Reston, I am positive there are other families. Like I've met plenty of other people. But living in Great Falls, literally within like 2 months of living there, my new best friend, she literally chased our nanny down, was like, that lady is walking around with kids that are my kids' age.
I love that.
She chased her down, got my phone number, and like we became instant best friends. Aww. And like there's 4 of us now, and all of our kids are like around the same age.
Yeah.
These are gonna be my lifelong friends. And like so many people in my neighborhood have kids that are like under 5 or like around kindergarten. And it's just amazing that like all of a sudden we have this whole community.
Yeah.
And we live right by the village center. We're
Can
like
you
within
walk?
A mile. We could. I think
But
when
you
the kids
don't.
get we don't. I think when the kids get older, I probably
when they can like bike or something.
Yeah, when they can bike. Yeah. We'd have to like snake through some neighborhoods kind of thing, which is fine. But like we haven't done it. It'd probably be like a 20 to 25 minute walk. And like
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's totally good. And I think when the kids are older and like not napping and like pressed for bedtime and like all that kind of stuff, we would certainly walk. But so we go to the Brogue every weekend. Yeah. And there's so many like there's like concerts on the lawn and like all like Halloween and 4th of July and like all this stuff. There's just like really cool events there. Yeah. And like people literally just call it like in town, and it just feels like such a community. Yeah. And it just feels special. Like it feels like
do you feel like it's
landed.
Because you're that close to the village? Like I'm just curious, do you think as people get further out it feels the same way, or do you like the proximity in towards the village?
I think being close allows us to like pop over there
easily.
But also like I think there's lots of areas of Great Falls where you can easily go into town and like have that feel and then like go back to your secluded area.
And how much yardage do you have?
So we have an acre.
Okay, so you're an acre and still pretty close, 25 minutes walking into town.
Honestly,
that's pretty
it feels
great.
like so special like that we have an acre and it's a flat acre and that is like pretty rare in Great Falls. But I think that I mean like there are more lots in our neighborhood for sure. And like it's just been really special and I'm interested to see how it will grow and it's great to just be in nature. Like Reston was nature, but
Reston
like
is
you had to
very
walk to
nature-y.
nature a little bit more and now we like open up our doors and like you can literally just hear the wind going through the trees and it's just like and we also live walking distance to the shopping center and I can get to Georgetown in 30 minutes.
Which is great for work. So it's funny, it's still like, it depends on where you are in the place that determines.
Yeah.
Because you're right, Reston, in my opinion, is known for being nature. Everyone's like trees and lakes and trails and like, that's what people love about Reston. I think it's its own kind of vibe, if you will.
Totally.
And Great Falls is a different vibe.
Yes.
But so close.
Yes.
You didn't move that far.
Yes. We literally moved like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I would say I'm obsessed with Reston. Like, if we lived there forever, I would have been happy.
But you would have needed more space,
I would have needed more
yard
space.
or
like,
something.
I had
or
two
lake.
Boys. Yes, or a lake. Yeah. And like, so there just wasn't another option to live near a lake. We even looked in Great Falls. Like, there's like a couple of ponds. Like, we literally were like, are there any houses for sale near those ponds? Like, literally. Because looking at water is like so special, and that's what we loved about Reston. And you know, I think that the best thing about Reston is like you get all that nature and you can walk to the shopping centers. Like it was literally like a 4-minute walk to Red's Table.
And now, not that we're talking about Reston today, but it obviously came up. But like now they're developing so much more in the town center and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like
it's
really
turning over.
Turning over.
It was a little iffy there for a little bit after COVID.
100%.
And it's so much better now. Yeah.
But how about Great Falls? How do you feel about the town center businesses in there?
They're good. I feel like I would. So like we love the Brogue. Autentico is incredible. The food is so good, and like Azumi Sushi, which is over by Safeway, so good. We literally eat there probably once a week. Yeah, I mean we get delivered. Yeah. And it's nice to have the Safeway. I mean we do Instacart delivery on Wegmans, but you know.
No, that's important to know. So, because we do delivery too. We do Costco because we have so many freaking mouths. Yeah. But that's the same thing. That's what I think people want to know when they move is like, where are you grocery shopping? You're getting Wegmans brought in.
Yeah, so if we forget anything, we go to Safeway, like pick up one-offs, like, but we do our weekly groceries.
Is there a Trader Joe's near you?
The one in Reston.
Okay, so you would go to Reston Trader Joe's.
I would go to Reston.
But you Wegmans in. Yeah. If you need something urgently, we go to Safeway. What about coffee? Favorite coffee spot?
Honestly, I do Starbucks. I mean, my kitchen is my favorite coffee spot.
I'll take that. Your kitchen is
my
good
kitchen
coffee.
is a great coffee.
Okay.
But Katie's is great.
Yeah, and you like the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
We eat the restaurant all the time. I'm a little bit of a coffee snob. Yeah. A lot of people like Katie's.
We all know plenty of coffee snobs.
I know I said I like Starbucks and I said I'm a coffee snob. That doesn't go together.
It doesn't. But it's fine. I'll forgive you.
We get our coffee delivered from Vienna, actually. So our coffee bags come from
Cafe Amore.
Amore, yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. So we get that once a month.
Okay. Any cons about Great Falls? Any cons that you have found in the time you've been there?
Yes. Okay. So we don't have a generator. You have to have a generator.
Okay.
Like, so our power has gone out. Yeah, that's fixable. We just haven't decided to like pull the trigger on it.
Yeah. Because it's a couple $1,000.
It's
more than
quite a few $1,000. Yeah, and we're like pool generator. Yeah. I don't know.
Just keep putting to the pool.
Yeah. So we have lost power a few times and like had to empty out the fridge a few times. And like every now and then the like Georgetown Pike will close because of trees down, which is not great.
Not awesome.
But it's all like you can get around it.
And what are your biggest access points? Is it 267, 66? What's your biggest?
Yeah, so I usually take Georgetown Pike. Sometimes I'll take Old Dominion to 66. Okay. You can take Georgetown Pike to 495. You can also take Springvale to the toll road. Okay, cool. So it's like there are a lot of different ways. Like if there are things going on, I can pick and choose which way I go.
I love that.
Still gives me options.
Any other final tips for someone who's relocating to Northern Virginia, not sure where they want to land, why they would choose Great Falls?
For the space. And the community. Yeah, okay. It feels so special. And there's like Great Falls women's groups and like, I don't know, there's just, Cars and Coffee on Saturdays and the farmer's market. It's like a little bit of a slower pace of living, but still being able to get into the city, no problem.
I love that. Yeah. Thanks for answering all my questions.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, if you guys are thinking about moving to Great Falls, you can send me a text, 513-284-5396. You can email me, Cassie@thecareycollective.com, and I'm on every single platform possible. And if you have more questions for Laura about Great Falls, just send me a message and we'll make sure you get connected.
She basically just said, call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Yes!